in the speech.
And on COVID in this country, what's the level of concern within the administration that apparently 5 million people, or about 8% of those who got the first dose of Pfizer and Moderna, didn't return for dose 2?
Well, what I'll say is that there's no precedent, right? There's no playbook. And the other way of looking at that is that we're pleased that the vast majority, or 92% of people, came back for their second doses. And that is actually a pretty significant number in our view. We know people lead busy lives, but the second dose is critical to getting the maximum level of protection to help defend against variants and get people the longest lasting protection. And that is certainly a message that is being projected by our health and medical team and doctors who are speaking on behalf of the administration, as it was over the last couple of days. I'll also say that a big part of our effort as we shift into this newer stage, which is less about supply and more about reaching people where they are, is making it easier to get vaccinated. And that certainly applies to people who have not yet received their first dose, but also applies to people getting their second dose. So partnering with doctors' offices, setting up walk-up sites, helping workers get paid time off, that's all a part of our effort to ensure people are getting both doses of the vaccine if they're doing the 2-dose vaccine.
On something Jeff was asking about the second doses and then do a school question on the back end. But on the second doses, the 5 million Americans who have missed their second dose, why does the administration think that's happening? Why are people not going back for their second shot?
There are a range of reasons for different individuals. I will say it is important to note there is no history or precedent here, right? So the fact that 92% of people are going back for their second doses in our assessment is a pretty significant number. But we are looking at ways that we can take steps, as we are for people who haven't even taken their first dose or their only dose if they're doing Johnson & Johnson, to help address, including ensuring that we have more mobile sites, that we are, as we announced last week, ensuring there's an opportunity for paid leave, that we are working in partnership with doctors to make it easier. People have busy lives. We certainly understand that. And we want to take every step we can to make it easier for people to get their second dose or their first dose if they have not yet done that either.
Would there be any plan to do some of those things specifically for those people who need to go back for shot 2 to guarantee that they get back in the door wherever they went for their first one?
The same approaches apply to all of these challenges. So obviously we target, we take different approaches depending on the community or depending on what we're seeing in the data of the challenges. But the importance of increasing our investment in mobile sites, partnering with doctors, increasing our pharmacy allotment. These are all steps we're taking to increase the number of people who are getting their doses.
And on schools, obviously this was a